Okay, let's dive right into this. Welcome to today's explainer. I am so incredibly excited to share this one with you because, well, we're talking about fashion, style, and beauty, but probably not in the way you're used to. Today, we're unpacking the concept of the most powerful, absolutely amazing outfit you could ever possibly wear. And the craziest part, it's completely invisible. No way, right? Let's figure out how we can actually put on this incredible invisible outfit. So I want you to really think about it for a second. What is your absolute favorite outfit? Like maybe it's that super cool jacket you just got, or I don't know, your favorite pair of sneakers that just make you feel like you can run lightning fast, or maybe it's a really comfortable hoodie you basically live in. It's super fun to look nice and wear clothes that make you feel great, right? But here's the hook. What if I told you there's an outfit that never, ever gets dirty? Literally never shrinks in the wash, never gets a hole in the knee, and never goes out of style. Let's see what that actually is.
Which brings us to part 1, the ultimate invisible outfit.
You know, we spend a ton of time thinking about what we put on our bodies, but some really wise writers from the past wanted us to focus on what we're putting on our hearts. There's this ancient text written thousands of years ago in the book of 1 Peter, and it was talked about a lot by a writer in the 19th century. It tells us this: "Whose adorning let it not be that outward adorning, but let it be the hidden man of the heart." Now, adorning, that just means decorating or dressing up. So what this text is actually saying is, hey, don't just focus on dressing up the outside. Focus on dressing up the hidden man or the hidden person inside your heart.
Actually, our source material goes on to say that God literally wants us to wear the most amazing, rich, beautiful dress imaginable. But, plot twist, it goes on your soul, not your physical body. I mean, imagine the most expensive, sparkling, perfectly tailored clothes in the entire world, like a real game changer. That is what you're supposed to put on your spirit. But how do we actually do that?
Let's look at section 2, outside versus inside beauty.
And this brilliantly illustrates the exact difference. Outer beauty is stuff like braiding your hair, wearing gold jewelry, or just putting on fancy apparel. It's totally fine to do, but the problem? It just doesn't last. Clothes tear, gold can get lost. But inner beauty, that hidden person of the heart we mentioned, is what the text calls an incorruptible ornament. Incorruptible is a huge word, but it basically just means indestructible. It literally cannot be ruined. It lasts forever.
So the absolutely crucial point is this: it is right to love beauty. Seriously, I don't want you to think that liking nice clothes or fixing your hair is a bad thing. The source text explicitly says it's right to love and desire beauty. But it explains that God simply wants us to seek the highest and most lasting beauty first. He wants you to have the absolute best. And, well, the best things aren't things you can just buy at the mall.
Think about it this way. When you look in the mirror, it only sees your outside appearance, right? Your clothes, maybe some jewelry. The text says our outside appearance is basically just an index or a clue to what's going on inside. But God, He has X-ray vision. He looks right past the jacket and sees the heart. He's looking for peace, kindness, and what the text calls true refinement. You can totally trick a mirror with a cool outfit, but you can never trick God. He sees the real you.
All right, moving on to section 3, your secret wardrobe.
If we're supposed to wear clothes on the inside, what exactly do those clothes look like? Well, here's the definition of the ultimate inner outfit straight from the text: a meek and quiet spirit. Now, meek is a bit of a tricky word. Sometimes people hear it and think meek means weak, like a scared little mouse. But that is completely wrong. Actually, scratch that. It's more like gentle strength. Think of a superhero who's incredibly strong, but chooses to be super gentle with a little puppy. That's meekness. It's having power, but keeping it under control. A peaceful, calm heart that doesn't need to shout to be noticed. The text says this outfit is, literally, priceless to God.
This inner outfit is the absolute best thing you could ever wear, for 3 main reasons. First, it never perishes. Like we said, no grass stains, no holes. Second, it promotes the happiness of everyone around you. Have you ever noticed that when you wear a nice shirt, it doesn't really make your friends any happier? But when you wear a peaceful, calm heart, everyone around you feels better? It actually changes the whole vibe of the room. And third, it shines with undimmed luster forever, meaning it stays shiny and bright for all of eternity.
Okay, so how do we actually get dressed in this? Step 1, choose kindness over showing off. Instead of bragging to your friends about how cool you are, show them how kind you are. That's putting on your inner clothes. Step 2, keep your outside style simple and neat. The text points out that a sensible person looks best in simple, appropriate attire. You don't need wild, flashy clothes to prove you're awesome. Keep it simple on the outside so your inside can shine. In step 3, share your inner joy with others. That peaceful heart we talked about, just let it overflow.
And finally, Section 4, dressing for the king.
There's a massive, ultimate reason why we're putting together this invisible outfit. The source text points to this amazing, majestic imagery from the book of Revelation. It talks about fine linen, white and clean. It says that all the holy ones, like the heroes of heaven, will be wearing this. And what is this fine, white, clean linen? It's that meek and quiet spirit. It's the gentle strength and kindness we've been talking about. That right there is the royal uniform.
And this is where things get really epic. This invisible outfit of a kind and peaceful heart will not only make you beautiful and beloved here on earth right now, but it will literally be your VIP badge of admission to the palace of the king in the future. The incredible promise is that if you wear this inner beauty, you'll walk with him in white, because you are worthy. It's basically your all-access pass.
Which brings us to a really important question for you to think about as we wrap up this explainer. What will you choose to wear on your heart today? I mean, you're going to put on a shirt, pants, maybe some shoes. That's the easy part. But before you walk out the door, are you going to put on a bad attitude, or are you going to put on that priceless, indestructible, gentle, and quiet spirit? Remember your secret wardrobe, choose true beauty, and go out there and shine. Thanks for hanging out with me for this explainer, and I'll catch you on the next one.